Yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you how to buy new listed cryptocurrencies on Uniswap automatically for free, also known as sniping new listed cryptocurrencies. There are a lot of sniping bots online in which you can download from GitHub and start running it, but you have to make sure that you are interacting with bots that is not just buying random new listed cryptocurrencies, because 95% of new listed cryptocurrencies are honeypots. So in this video, I am going to walk you through a verified prototype trading bot that snipe new listed cryptocurrencies on Uniswap on Ethereum blockchain. And I'm also going to provide you with the executable file of this trading bot, of this prototype trading bot for you to run. The prototype trading bot executable file is going to be available on Discord, link down below. Click on the link to download the executable file of this trading bot on Discord. Like this video, subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content, and comment down below what you would like to see on the full version of this cryptocurrency sniping bot. So let's do this. Let's begin with the smart contract of this trading bot. So if I navigate to the smart contract directory in the bots directory right here and click on it, you are going to see a contract. So I'm going to click on florinicssniper.sol, and this is the smart contract that executes the sniping. So here we have Uniswap v2 swap as well as Uniswap v3 swap. What this smart contract does is just to execute a trade. So it buys and it sells swap. So this is v2 swap, in which we are swapping directly from the pair contract as well as swapping from Uniswap as well. So that's what it does. Nothing much about this smart contract. Now on the source directory, we have what we call bots.ts as well as portfolio manager.ts, portfolio profit checker as well as Telegram. The bot is the main file that executes the trade when it receives the message of a new listed tokens. The portfolio manager is what manages the snipe tokens and sells it when it reaches the target that you set on the settings file, which the profit checker keeps on updating the profit that you are making while holding the token that you snipe. The Telegram is the interface in which you are going to interact. So we have this telegram.ts, which is TypeScript file. Before going here, I am going to navigate to this Ethereum directory, and on this Ethereum directory you can see pool listener. So if I click on this pool listener, this is the file that listing to new listed coins on Uniswap. So you can see we have the Uniswap v2 and Uniswap v3 contract, and we listing to pair graded events on the contract. And once we have the pair graded events, we then call this callback function. If I go to the definition of this callback function, you are going to see that we check to make sure that the token is paired with WETH, and once that is the case, we are going to proceed. So if it is not the case, we are going to log that it is not a WETH pair. Then if it is a WETH pair, we are going to check the security of that token using Go Plus Lab. So if I navigate to this check security function, you are going to see the function here. It uses Go Plus Lab, but the problem with Go Plus Lab right now is the fact that it doesn't detect new listed token. I don't know if that's a bug. So on the full version of this bot, I am going to change from Go Plus Lab to Quick Intel. Quick Intel is a new token verification that I just found out recently. It can verify new listed tokens. So I'm going to change to this. I've already made provision for that. So this is how we check for security of the new listed tokens. And the reality is that this code is going to be running on a server somewhere else on Florinic's official server and be sending you the request of new listed tokens via WebSockets. The reason is because we need to run a node, and running Ethereum node consumes a lot of space. So we've already done that for you on our server. All what it has to do is that it verifies the tokens using Go Plus Lab API, in which we are going to upgrade to Quick Intel API because of the bug that I am experiencing with Go Plus Lab. So it makes it easier for it to send you a message of new listed token, verify new listed cryptocurrency via WebSockets, in which your bot is going to listen to and execute that new listed token. So that's what this pool listener do. The work is simple, just listen to new cryptocurrency listing on Uniswap and verify the security. And once it verifies the security and pass the security check, it is going to send this message to all connected WebSockets clients. So that's how it's going to work. And once it sends, your own bot is going to verify, in which I am going to show you how it is going to verify the liquidity of that pool. If the liquidity is up to the tolerance, it is going to buy, in which you are going to set the liquidity that is going to verify. Okay, so on this bots.ts, which is the main file that executes the trades, if you navigate here, you are going to see we are listening to WebSocket events, which is the WebSocket that we connected to that is going to verify the new listed tokens and send it to us. So we listen to the socket message from here, and then once we get a message, we then call this callback function, in which if I go to the definition of this callback function, you are going to see here that we have to verify if the message that we receive from the WebSocket is what we are actually looking for. So if that is the message that we are looking for, we are going to pass the message to get the main property of the token that we are looking for, and this is going to be the object of the token that we are looking for. So we have the base token, the symbol, the pools, and the DEX version, which is Uniswap v2 or Uniswap v3. We also have the pool fee for the Uniswap v3. So once we receive that message, we are going to call this function, which is buy token. Once we call this function, we are passing in client, which is you. We are passing in token properties. We are passing in the provider and the signer, which is going to be your wallet address as the signer. And this client is your parameters that you are going to set. This is the user params, which is the parameters you are going to set on the bot, in which I am going to show you. The parameters is located in this settings.xlss, which is Excel file. Your parameters is what your bot is going to use to determine if it is going to buy the token. So let's just quickly click on this buy token and then go to the definition of this buy token from our function.ts, and let me maximize this buy token. And you see what we are doing is that we are opening the trade history JSON file that we have on the memory file, and you have trade history and memory.json as well. So we open it and we leave it open at the moment to call it trade history. Yeah, we open it and we find the number of positions that we already have, which is the trade history.length. So we want to make sure that the number of positions does not exceed the maximum number specified by the client, which is you. Remember, with the client that we pass in, which is this user param as the type of the client's parameters, then we pass in to make sure it is not greater than what you set there. And we also make sure that the client max buy is greater than 0. Okay, we only have to verify this if the max buy is greater than 0. If the max buy is equals to 0, it means you want to buy any verified token that just come in. But if you put a number here, which is what you are going to put on the settings file, so you don't have to worry about this code, then that's how it is. You can then set it here. And we are going to send a Telegram message that position holding limit has reached, and it's going to ignore the swap of the token. So if that's the case, we just return null. And if that's not the case, we then have to make a promise call to the ERC20 contract to get the token liquidity as well as the token decimal. And once we get the liquidity, we are going to format the liquidity to have it in human readable, so we can make some mathematical expression to find if the liquidity is not equals to 0, and if the liquidity is greater than or equals to the minimum tolerance. That's what we check here to make sure the liquidity is not less than what client, which is you, what you set on the minimum liquidity tolerance on your settings file. So if that is the case, we then don't want to buy the token, so we will notify you, the client, that the liquidity is lower than the tolerance. If that's not the case, we are going to calculate automatic trade volume based on price impact. If you want to know more on how your trade impacts a price, I'm going to drop a link somewhere on this video and in the description. Click on the link and you'll be able to watch how your trade impact price, and you can decide the maximum price impact you want your position to impact the price. So you don't want to be the overall well of that cryptocurrency. So that is it for this function. And once we have to check again is that we have to check that the trade volume is not less than the minimum buy amounts in which you set on the settings file. We have to check all those parameters, and if that's the case, yeah, we then have to open the memory files to get the WETH balance, which is the balance of the client's wallet, which is your balance in your wallet address. So the balance is going to be updating using this check profit or profit checker.ts is what is going to be updating the balance to this JSON, this memory.json, so we can easily make a fast call. So it's updating it every second, so you don't have to worry about the speed, because speed is essential here. So if trade volume is greater than your balance, we are going to update that there's a low WETH balance on your wallet, so this token cannot be buy. We output the token symbol as well as the address and other information that you will need to assist you. We also have to lock that you have a low balance on your wallet, so you can go ahead and fund your wallet in the next time, but the token will not be purchased, it is ignored. That's why we have return null here. If we pass all those checks, we then going to execute the swap by checking the token dex version. If it is Uniswap v2, we call the Uniswap execute swap for v2, and if it is Uniswap v3, we call this to execute the swap. And once we are done executing the swap, we push all the parameters, token symbol, the volume, the trade parameters to this trade history JSON that we open. Once we are done, we then have to save the JSON file again to the memory directory, which is trade history here. And then when we are done, we are going to output to Telegram, which is send Telegram message with this comment that we have successfully snipe a token, in which you can view the portfolio. That's how this function execute the swap. I am not going to go into details of all the functions of this trading bot. I just want to show you that whenever it execute the trades, after execution the trade is going to approve the token. It's going to pre-approve the token for future swap, so we can easily swap without wasting of time when we get to the target. So this is the full functioning of this trading bot, the code that execute the trade. We also have other functions like portfolio manager, which manage the trade. If we go to the portfolio manager from the function and we navigate here, you are going to see there are a lot of activities going on to check if your profit is up to the range that you input on the settings file. If we also go to this profit checker and then go to get profits, which is the divination, we go to the divination, and we also have to see that it get the balance of a token every single second. So it keep getting it and save it to memory.json, which is going to be the WETH balance, and it also update all your snipe token balance to see how much profit you are making as well. And if we go to Telegram, this is a Telegram bot that you are going to interact with. This has a lot of functions as well, so you don't have to worry about this, because I am going to provide you with the executable file in which you can download on Discord. So this is the walkthrough of the functional code of this trading bot, but take note that this is a prototype of this bot. And so I am now going to walk you through the executable file of this trading bot, in which you are going to download from Discord. Before I dive in there, I just want to let you know that this prototype sniping trading bot does not resist to front running. So your transaction of this bot is going to go directly to mempool, because it's still a prototype. I does not add a function that send it directly to validator, so it will be hiding from front runners like someone like Jared from Subway. So that is going to be available on the full version. And also this prototype doesn't have a function in which you can add your own token that is going to wait for a time that that token is going to be listed on Uniswap. So you can easily copy the contract address from the token when it is not listed, or maybe on the Telegram group that you are in, you can easily copy the contract address of that token on pre-sale and add it to your bot, so it can wait for a day that that token is going to be listed and also buy it. So that's going to be a cool function that's going to be available in the full version. Take note that this is a prototype in which you can just run. So as been said, let's dive into how we can install this executable file. If this type of content gives you joy, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below what other function you would like to see on the full version of this trading bot that's going to be available anytime soon. Let's do this. So in my VPS, this is my Flonix prototype sniping bot. So I am just going to click it for the sake of this video so I can show you how to run your bot. Your bot is going to be in a zip file. So after extracting your bot files, you are going to see it this way. So you can click on it, and these are the old files that we saw on code. Now we are now seeing it as executable, in which you can run. This is the bot, the portfolio manager, the profit checker, as well as your Telegram. So what I want to point out is that you are not allowed to rename any of these files. If you rename any of these files or the folder in it, your bot is going to break. That means you personally break your bot. So you are not allowed to modify or edit any of these files. The log is where you are going to see all the log. Like if I open these log files on my own, you are going to see a lot of logs, like liquidity is lower than tolerance and some weird logins like that. So that is it. So that is how it is. And if you go to details, you are going to see memory, and you see trade history, you see memory.json, in which, okay, I don't have JSON opener on my VPS, so I'm going to go back. So that is how it is. So this bot portfolio, you are not going to run it one by one. You only have to click on this run to run all the files concurrently. So I am going to click on the settings to open the settings file. Okay, so once you open this, your settings file, you are going to see automatic buy amount, which means if you want your bot to automatically select the quantity of tokens it is going to buy, the quantity of WETH your token is going to buy. So that is what it means here, and I am set it to no because I want to select my own buy amount, which is 0.072 WETH. But if you set it to yes, you are going to set the maximum price impact, and it is going to use that price impact as the maximum price impact to determine the quantity of token it is going to buy, so it doesn't impact more than 0.5% of the price. So that's how it is. If the buy amount that is calculated automatically is greater than your wallet balance, then it's going to use the entire wallet balance to buy it. So for now, I use the no and select my buy amount automatically. I also select the minimum buy amount. So you have to select your minimum buy amount, which should not be greater than your buy amount. This really applies to automatic buy amounts, which is how to make sure that the automatic buy amount is not less than the minimum buy amount. And also take note that the minimum buy amount should not be greater than the buy amounts in WETH. So this is the max tokens that you want your bot to buy. If your portfolio has up to 5 tokens in it, your bot is not going to buy any new listed token that is verified. So you can also set it to 0. 0 means buy as many as you can. So the take profit percent is set to 100%, which is 1x. So it means whenever you make up to 1x from that new listed token that you snipe, your bot is going to automatically sell off the token and keep your profit for you. And the minimum liquidity tolerance is set to 5 here. You can set it to any number that you want. This is 5 WETH. So it means the token liquidity must be up to 5 ETH before your bot will buy it. So I recommend using 10 ETH for more accuracy. So the gas price adder is the tip that you are going to pay to validators to include your transaction into the block immediately. So after your bot has estimated the current Ethereum gas price, it is going to add 5 GWay to the gas price as a tip to the miners. So this is the maximum gas that you are willing to pay. It is set to 400,000 gas as maximum, which is not going to consume up to that amount. So this is where you are going to put your Telegram ID, API key. If you don't know how to get these parameters, there's going to be a link in the description of this video. Click on the link to watch that video on how to get your Telegram ID as well as Telegram API key. And your RPC URL is your connection to the blockchain. This is going to be the HTTP URL that you can get from Alchemy or Infura. If you don't know how to get this, just drop a question on the DIY section of the Discord, and I am going to be available to guide you through on how to get your RPC URL. And this is where you are going to get your private key from your wallet. Remember to keep your private key secret so that someone will not get your private key, and wipe off your cryptocurrencies in your wallet. It is recommended to create a new wallet and fund it and then use it for this, but in that case, you don't contradict it with your main wallet. So create a new wallet, use the private key here, and when you are done, click on Command S or Control S to save the file. And after saving the file, close here. I am not going to save mine because I already done so. So just close the file. When you are done, all what you have to do is to click on this run.exe. Yeah, sure. So why waiting? Click on it. And it is going to open like this. Congratulations, you have successfully run your bot. So it's initializing, it's connected to Ethereum blockchain, and also listening to new listed tokens. So this is how it works. And also you can see it's also listening to WebSocket request or message that is going to come. So I'm going to navigate to the Telegram bot that I input the API key in which I created for myself for this bot. So to show you how it is. So this is my Telegram bot. So I can easily click on this menu in which I added. In your own case, you will see start button if it is a new Telegram bot, or you can add this button by using botfather as well. So in this case, I'm going to click on or send /start to the bot. And once you send it, it is going to reply, hello, your name, welcome to your Florinix token sniping Telegram bot. Buy a new listed token on Uniswap automatically, and the blockchain is Ethereum. So this is where you are going to click to view your portfolio. Currently now, it shows that there is no token in my portfolio list at the moment. It means it doesn't snipe any new token. This is where you are going to click to show your WETH balance in your wallet. So currently I have 0.2 WETH in my wallet right now. So in your case, you are not going to see your balance here, and your bot is going to notify you on the interface if you have no WETH, or if your WETH balance in your wallet is equals to 0. So in that case, you need to send ETH to your wallet, and then when you are done, click on this convert ETH to convert your ETH to WETH, because WETH is a token that is used in trading in decentralized exchanges. So if I click on this, I'm going to see reply to this message with the amount of ETH you want to convert to WETH. So I can just reply to this message and say I want to convert 0.003 ETH to WETH. And if I send this message, it's going to convert it to WETH. And the same thing is applied to this converts WETH. If you want to convert your WETH to ETH, you can just do it this way. And if at any given point you want to delete your portfolio, I don't have a portfolio right now. I could have just shown you how to do that. Once you click on this portfolio, you can reply to delete to that portfolio to delete that portfolio, so that your bots, let's say you can reply hold to that portfolio so that your bots will not sell that portfolio. You can reply free to that portfolio so that the portfolio would be free from your bot to sell it. So your bot will automatically sell that token when it gets to 1x. But if at any given point you make a research to find out that the token worth holding, just click on your portfolio, and once the portfolio is listed, reply to that specific token of that portfolio, hold. So you just have to reply hold and send it. It is going to hold that portfolio in your wallet, meaning your bot will not be able to sell that portfolio. And if you want it to sell again, just reply to that same portfolio free, and it is going to free that portfolio for selling. If you want to delete that portfolio from your bot, just reply to that portfolio delete, and it is going to delete that portfolio. That is a basic way of using this prototype bot. Remember to comment down below, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel if this type of content gives you joy and you want to be seeing this type of contents. Click on the link to join the Discord channel and ask any question if you have any question. I'm also going to drop a link to download this trading bot, this prototype sniping trading bot, in the Discord channel.